Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dancing Oracle with me, Najia. I'm a psychic medium. I'm going to talk about my visions today, and I'm going to do a reading on I'm what I'm getting, what I'm kind of concerned about. Will there be an attack on US soil in the near future? Because I'm kind of feeling something. I don't know if it's just me worrying, but it keeps coming into my body, reverberating around. Sorry, that's my sage. I'm cleansing my cards before I do the reading. Yeah, so I also do a number of other things if you'd like to support the channel. If you don't want to donate, I have really fun belly dance classes on Zoom. And I'm also an artist. I'll be putting my artwork for sale in the store when I make one. But in the meantime, I'm going to shuffle this deck. It's a beautiful deck. I've been using it just recently. It's called Prisma Visions. So I'm an artist, as I said, so I really appreciate beautiful artwork. This is what the box looks like. And it doesn't have a card, but it says, right, has a little book. All right, I'm gonna just tune in right now. I just want to ask for divine white light protection to surround me and my audience. I'm calling upon spirit to give me a really clear, strong connection as I tune in for what is happening with the United States. Will there be a battle? Will there be attacks, battles on our soil? Will there be something? I'm just getting a little hit. The sun reversed. Hmm. I'm getting something. I'm getting that light is cast on something, but it's not fully there, like something's hidden, or you see all the paint running, and this is the reverse position. So this would be full enlightenment truth, rivers of happiness and ha this is unhappy or less happy. So something about our light will be diminished. And I'm getting, because of this particular deck, it works with this paint, like covering up things like paint dripping. So I'm feeling like there is either something hidden or they're paint. I'm really getting, this is what I really pick up. They're painting a different picture. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but painting a different picture. A loss of hope with the star in reverse. A loss of hope with the star in reverse. I'm new to this deck, so I'd like to tune into the imagery the same way I would tune into an oracle and feel the impressions upon me. One, two. Wow. I'm not sure. I just wonder if it might be a loss of hope due to several things popping up, we'll say, that look like fireworks. Several things popping up looking like fireworks, explosive, that causes a loss of hope. Wait, this was this way. So this is the battle card that, and this is like, but this is it's, so I'm not getting like something that's meant. I'm not getting the kind of battle that would be the Five of Swords. At first I thought this was the Five of Swords. It's the Five of Wands in reverse. Competition. Something is blocked. Hmm. So this is sport to people. So this is not, I'm not yet getting I'm not getting any cards for a foreign entity. And I have suspicions of what I'm getting. Let's see. Well, Nine of Wands in reverse. This is the card where in their traditional deck, you'll see someone kind of made a wall and is keeping their boundaries set. And this is something letting go of those boundaries, letting go of those boundaries. Hmm. This man is hidden. He's hidden by his boundaries. He's hidden by the flowers. So there's something that there's a boundary going on, but he's covered up in a flowery way. Kind of sounds like flowery speech, flowery energy, embellishment, I'm getting. Okay, ask spirit. Hope you're enjoying my channel. If you are, hit the like button and subscribe for free. Wow. I have some people have to get safe passage from one side to the other. There's a transformation. There's a bridge, precarious situation. I'll do a full reading on this later when I'm not in a rush to go to my chiropractor. Maybe I have time. Let's see. And do a full spread. Let's see. Wow. 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 God, this almost looked like the Six of Swords at first. If you're familiar with tarot, you know what the Six of Swords is, the boat going to the other side. But this is the Six of Wands. It's normally, the victory card. And getting away from things that have baggage. But this is a person alone. And I see, are they pyramids or mountains? Mm. I see this transition to want to get to a peaceful energy happening. And there is, again, the flowers, the stakes are high. Taking your victory wands to the other side. Wow. Mm. Let me go through the cards and see what I get again. Let me just see. I'm not seeing swords, right? Other than the Six of Swords, which is the safe passage to the other side, but it's not, it's showing that the swords are lined up like a bridge. They're not being used to cut anything. They're being used as a transformation to go from one side to the other side. Gosh, this is such a mystery. All right, I'm not getting like tower, I'm not getting like death stuff. What I'm getting is some type of competition. I don't see money involved. Although before I did the reading, I did suspect money because it is a business, having battles and all that goes into it is big business for a certain population of our planet and in our country. People really make wealth off of that. So I was expecting to see that, but I'm not. I saw the money being an issue in something that happened recently, a month ago, and that was, a deflection and a money agreement. That spontaneous thing that just happened out of nowhere that we did against another country, that someone was gladly taking credit for, that said he would never do that ever, but he did, right? So that's got me all geared up because I did have some vision about 3 years ago, and one of the things was there would be a time when everything kind of happens at once and changes. And I was shown that it would be very similar to what happened in 2001 that kind of made everyone go, whoa, on our homeland. And there would be also the same thing that happened in 2020 and something even bigger that we couldn't even imagine, all kind of happening at once, and that there would be a big pause and we'd have to kind of just prepare ourselves emotionally, spiritually, physically for this change and just be smart, just be smart. It's birth pains for the beautiful baby in the future, but it's all scary, when it happens. We will get through it. We've gotten through other things. Of course, we've gotten through so many things, right? But it's nice to know a little bit of information ahead of time just to see what's going on. I'm getting there's a deflection, there's something going on, competition, a bridge to another side, like in the almost like bringing the, spanning, and there's an expansive divide. And these swords are kind of used to bridge something. Wow, okay, I just got something. And I don't know if this is it. And listen, anything I predict or any psychic predicts depends on the energy that collective conscious is giving it, right? So everything is based on our energy as a whole and what we create, right? So nothing is like written, almost nothing is written in stone, right? You see that, right? It's all about what's the current energy, what is the most probable outcome, whether it's a personal reading or a a world affairs reading. So I just picked up that there's a big divide and there's coldness between the two represented. And there's butterflies of transformation and clouds swirling, like rainbow ones, like, let's make some happiness here. So back in 2001, 2001, it did it did bring people together, but it brought them against another country or region of the world, right? But it brought the divide at that time together. And I feel like the swords, they work with manipulating knowledge and words. I'm getting a sense of painting a different picture, casting light, but painting the picture, like turning it upside down, turning the narrative upside down. This I'm getting possibly ex explosive things or fire in multiple places, something that would be like fire coming up in different places. There's been an issue with boundaries going on for a while, we're at the end of the cycle with the 9. We're getting close to that cycle, but there's all this flowery obscuring with flat, like the boundaries are done with flowers, not just plain wood. So it's like a diversion. Look at this. And it's in reverse. Yeah. This competition card, climbing the ladder of success, and kind of, this is more competition than battle, like a real battle to hurt someone or attack someone. It's more like about power struggles. And maybe giving up some of that. Like, we'll just have to see how it plays out. But I do feel like something may happen, not in a huge way, but multiple things. Like maybe small fires. I'll say the word fire as not to say the other word that may get me banned from YouTube. But you could imagine what this looks like, right? What could that be? Tune in yourself. Hey, listen, tell me what you think in the comments as I show these images. I'd love to hear from especially intuitive people or people who are wanting to develop their intuition, because I'm all about helping you do that. If you watch the extent of my channel is all about education and helping you to become more psychic and learn about symbols and imagery. So please comment, and then what else did I get that I wanted you to look at? Yeah, just a, yeah, I just feel like it's painting a different picture and not feeling as happy within we're not getting the real story with the sun card. All right, I'm looking at my clock here on the off to the side on my computer, and I thank you for tuning in. Um, and I do have Linda G coming on my channel, Linda G Comanche Psychic. I don't know what we're going to talk about. If we're going to do readings on world affairs, which I do. I have this all on my mind, and I've got some questions for her. She's a fabulous psychic medium. Um, but she's also had some adventures looking at UFO, UAPs, whatever. Um, she was in Mount Shasta recently on some type of retreat. So she's been with Stephen Greer, Dr. Stephen Greer, doing that thing where they call in the UFOs and they come in. I don't know. I have to ask her about that. I thought that'd be fascinating to talk about, but I am a little on edge about some of the changes in the world. And let me know in the comments of what you would like her to talk about. She's coming I'm going to record on Sunday. I don't know if I'll load it up Sunday night or Monday, but she's coming on Sunday, July 6th. We're going to do a show together in the afternoon, actually. My afternoon, her morning. She's Pacific time. So if you have any questions for her, please write them in the comments today or when you see this video. And I will honor your comments, your questions, because I got some questions too, right? And I will be having Annette Bricka on. And I want to reach out to some other people who've had similar visions to me. I know you've heard me mention Ann Tucker, because I saw that she was on another channel and she talked about the two suns in the sky in the future, just like me. I'm like, oh my God. And so many of you, after I posted those videos about the two suns, so many of you told me that you've been having dreams of two suns in the sky. So not just on my comments, but when I talked about it on other people's channels, I was like, oh my God, look at there's like maybe 20 people in the comments so far that have had the same dreams and visions. So yeah, There's something to this. I want to ask her. So hopefully she'll come and do a show with me and we can put the pieces of the puzzle together. All right, take care. Thank you, thank you. Subscribe for free. Join and become a member for secret content and live chats with me. All right, bye.